Now, going green may not be an easy transition. Some people might feel hesitant to walk that extra mile to change their lifestyles that could be friendlier to the environment.
Well, talk to Danny Seo, a Korean-American environmental activist, and he'll tell you that you have absolutely nothing to worry about.
Hollywood celebrities, major U.S. companies, and consumers who've enlisted the help of the 30-something eco-stylist all agree going green can be hip.
Danny Seo was the world's best-known environmentalist when he was in his 20s.
Hi, I'm Danny Seo, and I've made it my mission in life to teach people how to live a green and gorgeous life. Whether it's through my books, website, or television shows, I want to give people the information and the inspiration on how to live green.
Now in his 30s, Danny strives to change the world by promoting the use of eco-friendly products. Let's hear more about his dream to make the world greener. New York is the busiest and most thriving city in the world. Eco-living has become an essential part of New Yorkers' everyday lives. JCPenney's stores, dealing with products made from recycled and organic materials, are always crowded with customers. The international ambassador of eco-living in this store is none other than environmental lifestyle expert Danny Seo.
Here's the thing.
As an eco-stylist, Danny studies, exhibits, and promotes eco-friendly, organic, and sustainable products.
And then we'll have those Simply Green totes. We'll fill a couple things up.
Instead of working at an office, he implements his ideas of eco-living in everyday activities, such as sleeping, eating, dressing, and working.
I've been working for Penny's for 2 years now, and it's a multi-year partnership, and they really listen to me. They're open to all ideas. It's sort of like this big blank canvas where I get to just come up with creative ideas all the time.
Danny is a famous eco-stylist in the US who submits his ideas on green living to the large American corporation.
I have an eco-friendly party.
Now these are beautiful.
But he earned fame at a very young age. When he was just 12, Danny founded the largest youth environmental organization in the US called Earth 2000. He organized campaigns to protect forests and discourage people from wearing fur. He also played a decisive role in passing the bill banning animal testing. Danny became a symbol of environmental protection and was selected as one of the 50 most beautiful people in the world by People magazine.
I'm still very much an activist. I've always been an activist. It's been 20 years now that I think I've been working on this. But the more that I teach people and the bigger my audience gets through television shows and the books and the magazines and everything that I do, I'm now reaching millions of people every day through my activities. So my scope has gotten so much bigger, and one thing I like to do is give solutions to people and make it easy for them.
Sometimes Danny's actions to promote eco-living in big cities cause suspicion.
Healthy food.
But nothing can stop him from caring about the environment.
But I think like everything that's about green, it's either going to be, it could be such a simple decision. So you have a choice between this type of door or this type of door, the revolving door. And a lot of people you're seeing are using this door, but what it does, it allows all the cold air in. But they design these doors to keep the air out. So, you know, you don't have to make a big decision. You can just make a simple decision to choose the right door. So that takes 1 second to do that.
How much are they different?
20% more efficient.
Many corporations have adopted Danny's constant ideas in daily life on how to save the earth.
Hi guys.
Hi, Danny.
Hi, Danny.
Danny participated in the development of eco-friendly cosmetics using his environmental expertise. Many companies support Danny's belief that while it's impossible to live in an eco-friendly way 100%, consumers can at least minimize environmental damage. It was Danny who came up with all these nature-friendly products, packaging, and designs.
This is a stacked river rock. So it's 3 rocks that are stacked together. And these were just rocks that were collected right out of the river. That's in front of my house. and we used it as inspiration to create the perfume bottle. So a lot of things can come from my everyday life, but they also come from people who think this would be a great idea, this would be a great bottle, this would be great packaging, this would be a great color, and you end up with something that I think is really just absolutely beautiful.
We've got lots and lots of experience in the beauty industry, but we don't have that same kind of experience in environmental issues and speaking to the organic consumer. Danny brings that authenticity to it, which is why we went after Danny and wanted to create a partnership with him.
What is eco-stylist Danny like at home? The first thing that meets the eye in the yard of Danny's house, located within an hour-and-a-half drive from New York, is a hybrid car.
I don't know if cleaning is the best.
Danny's house was built more than 50 years ago. It's full of things that Danny made firsthand using recyclable materials. Decorations made from waste paper, gift boxes and picture frames made of waste carton boxes and newspaper, curtain rods made from tree branches that Danny found around his house.
We think recycling just means newspapers, glass, metal, plastic, and it is. You should recycle. You should sort your trash and recycle it. But to me, it's this attitude of being very resourceful, that something that had a purpose before can be something else. I mean, the plates right here, these were all old plates that we found at a junk store. And then we came up with a way of just putting some fun shapes and things on them. But, you know, it was a $1 project.
Danny spares no effort to come up with better ideas on how to make the world a better place to live in. He shared with us his suggestions on how Korea can make a difference.
I think for a very long time, it was all about growing Korea into an economic powerhouse. It was all about industry and business and manufacturing at sacrificing the environment. And so in the process, in the last maybe 20 years, you saw air quality disintegrate, you saw water pollution, you saw green spaces disappear. There's this movement to protect green spaces, to grow business, but do it in a very sustainable way, and to also just do the right thing, because it's not just about protecting the environment, it's about protecting our children's futures too. So I think we're in a renaissance right now in Korea.
Danny drew the global spotlight for his efforts to save the Earth when he was in his 20s. But his endeavors to save the Earth are still work in progress. Of semiconductors.
Hey, I'm Danny CEO with a bright idea that you can do to save energy at home and also save you a bunch of time. You know, for a lot of us, this light bulb here is a traditional light bulb. It's an incandescent light bulb. It heats up.